Hello YouTube, it's here again. I decided to make a video about working in retail. I've only worked in retail a few months now, but it's actually not that bad. Besides, just you get like a few people every day that just really suck. Um, so here's why, and here's why you shouldn't be one of those assholes. First, people with returns are the worst. Not everybody, but if like at where I work, you need a receipt to return something so that we can verify, that you bought it there. And a lot of people just try to return stuff without the receipt, and we tell them they can't, and they complain, they get angry, they yell, they scream, they try and call the company, and they flip out and they complain about us, and they'll try to get us in trouble and everything. And we're just doing what the company's telling us. We're doing our job, and we'll call the manager up front, let them talk to them. They'll tell them the same thing, um, you know. And I mean, it says on the receipt you need it. You need it. We tell you you need it as soon as you buy the item. Everything else. And then we also have a restock fee on certain items where it's like, it's something a lot of people buy and then return right away after they do a project, and then we can't sell it again, so we lose out on the money. So we put a 20% fee on it if you return it, unless it's damaged or something like that. And people complain about that too. I mean, they buy something just spur of the moment because they think it'll fix their problem, and then they realize it's not what they needed, and they complain about it because there's a fee. Another thing is holding up the line when something doesn't go your way. That is one of the most irritating things that can happen, because then you get a huge line that goes around the store, everyone else is complaining, and they get upset, and you have to deal with a long line of grumpy people, and understandably upset, but they're upset at us for not moving the line along quicker, and we do all that we can do. You can't move someone from in front of a register without getting in trouble. So another thing was talking on the cell phone. Please don't talk on the cell phone when you're trying to check out. It really sucks trying to do your job when you have to interrupt people on the cell phone and get dirty looks and just irritated tone of voice and everything. It sucks. Please don't do it. Another thing is we offer coupons where I work, and people bitch all the time about it whenever their coupons expire, or if they or if we don't have free coupons to give them. I mean, there's a thing you can sign up for them and get them sent to you in the mail, but they don't want to take time to fill out a flyer. They just want them given to them when they come in the store. I remember I had an older man. He wasn't that old, like maybe 50, which isn't old at all really, but he was he left his coupons in his mailbox for like a month while he was away, and he came back and they were expired, and he flipped out, and he threw everything on the ground and broke stuff, and just it sucked. I had to clean it up and everything. I mean, he kept bitching at me for apologizing that they were expired. And, I don't know. It just sucks. But yeah, just being rude in general. There's so many people that just give you attitude and yell at you, and they'll like belittle you and call you stupid and shit just because something's not going their way, or because the price needs to be changed, or something that you did wrong. I mean, like, people will complain and hold a line up for like 15 minutes so that a manager who's busy doing other stuff can come up and go look on a price and change something that was like 50-cent difference than what it came up in the computer as. And then they'll call you stupid for not fixing it without them, and I mean, you can't do anything. You gotta do what you're supposed to do. But enough about that. Why should you be nice to people in customer service and cashiers and stuff like that? Alright, well, basically, when it comes to being nice to people who work in retail, they control your experience. They can get you moving faster, they can get you through faster, they can make it a more enjoyable experience where you actually, maybe have a small conversation with someone who actually gives a damn about your day, a little bit. I don't care that much, but enough to actually pretend, versus having someone who's going to try to fight you every step of the way. I know when, there's people that come in and they'll give you a small tip, just some change off of what they got back that they paid in cash or something. Or there's just people who are just nice in general. They're always kind, they always give you a nice little conversation, always talk to you and stuff like that. it's nice to have them around because it just makes your day that much better at that point. And I mean, I remember their names, I remember who they are a lot of the time, and I look forward to them coming in. I love when they come in because, like I said, it makes my day better. I get to talk to someone who's enjoyable, and honestly, it's just a lot better experience for me, and I do my best to make it a better experience for them as well. Um, I'll try to find them extra deals, like if there's something that we're selling for cheaper that's like the same thing, basically, I'll tell them about that. Or if I have like a coupon that someone just used that I didn't throw out yet, I'll grab that and let them use it if it applies to something they're buying. Just little stuff like that, save them a little bit of money, time, make things more enjoyable. On the other hand, if you are an asshole, I do the exact opposite. I make it as hard as possible for you to get through. I make it take longer if possible. I'll skip coupons even sometimes, just ignore what they're saying entirely. Just try to make it a bad experience for them. And I know that it makes me no better than them, but at the same time it makes me feel better inside because I know that they're feeling just as shitty as they're making me feel. Then I know people have bad days and all that, but I mean, at least just try to control it. I didn't do anything to you. I didn't make it worse. And then you come up to me and you give me an attitude and you complain, and bitch, and all that shit. And I'm forced to deal with it. It's gonna make me upset, and I'm gonna do the same thing you're doing to me. Yeah. Oh, one other thing. Don't tell the cashier that they messed up on the price. The cashiers don't decide the price. All they do is scan things. I mean, if it's coming up a certain price in the computer, that's what it's meant to be. Just because you saw a paper somewhere else that said it, I mean, a lot of the time it's a paper for a sale that's not there yet. And I had a guy that came in and he said everything he bought was on sale, but it was on sale in November. And it's October. And it's on sale for 3 days in November, the very end of it. And I had to go through and explain to him everything, like why this price was that and all that. And I mean, this guy came in right before we closed, so I had to sit there with him an extra half hour. And instead of being able to clean up and get out of there on time, I ended up getting out of there half an hour late, which is great. So yeah, just be nice to the people. Just be nice to retail employees because they have other things they want to do. They have better use for the time instead of having to deal with your grumpy ass. You don't have to be the nicest person alive, but at least just don't be mean. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you also work in retail and you have something you'd like to share, add it in the comments. If you are a grumpy asshole and want to bitch at me for that, go ahead. I take that abuse most of the day. I can deal with it some more online. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day.